It is Memorial Day weekend. It's May 30th, 2022, and I am about to have my first therapy session online with a new therapist, and I think she's super cool. She got my attention because she's like a shaman almost. She's into spirituality and practice spirituality, and she sent me a video that I finally got a chance to see, and she looks like such a cool person. She has like purple dreadlocks, and I just love everything that she's written to me so far, and I haven't had the presence of mind to write her back, so I'm about to meet her in a few minutes here. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I am not nervous. I'm excited to speak my truth and gain wisdom from this. So I'm in my bedroom, got meditation music playing, and incense, Nega Champa lit, and I'm ready. I'm ready to partake in this knowledge, in this wisdom. So here you go, wish me luck. No need to wish me luck, because I already am luck. Yes. And today has been a day with me and a friend. We are making vision boards, manifestation boards. So it's been a wonderful day. It really has. And duality, because like I just told my friend, like I know that I appear like I'm super happy, but there is stuff that I'm still processing, and I keep that to myself. This is why I have therapy, because I don't like to burden people with the situations that are going in here and in here and all around here. That is reserved for therapy, and I want to talk about it and figure this out. And yeah, I'm hurting. I am hurting, and yeah, that's about all I want to say right now. Anyway. Well, I just had my session with my new therapist, my new online therapist, and I have to say, wow. Wow! So I've had a therapist for a few years now, a conventional therapist here in town that I've seen for years, and I used to see her once a week. I don't now, because my health insurance has changed and I can't see her once a week. So I thought about an alternative, and I decided to seek an online therapist, and so I am going through betterhelp.com, and I am not being sponsored by them whatsoever, so don't think that this is anything like that. This is my first session, and I got to pick my therapist. First one was assigned for me. I wasn't feeling that intuitively, so I went searching for my own therapist, which you can do. And I found this person that I had my first session with this time around, and wow. What caught my attention about her from the beginning was that she has shamanic practices. She's a spiritual person. She had a lot of spiritual knowledge and in different facets, so along with conventional therapy. And so I wanted to give this person a try, and so I had my session with her today, and she was very communicative from the beginning. I had to wait a little bit longer than most people would have had to wait, because you get one session per week for one fee a month, and unfortunately I had to wait a little bit longer for her, but so worth it. Oh my gosh, she made me cry about twice, but we talked about, she wanted to address my childhood traumas, and she also talked about her own experiences doing ayahuasca. She brought that up. Oh my god. And so she told me about certain therapies. She told me about certain meditations. She gave me homework on certain meditations. We did a shamanic soul retrieval meditation during our session, tackling some of my childhood issues, and tying all of that into why I am drawn to and endure the kind of men that I've endured in my life, and why I put up with the way that they treat me or have treated me. And I guess our our sessions are healing this childhood trauma is they're gonna get deeper. They're gonna get deeper, but she's given me spiritual homework, and I'm loving this. I really am. I'm so happy. I remember I did if anyone saw that I did this rock therapy, and I was carrying around a whole bunch of rocks with my burdens and fears. Now she wants me to fill that. I told her about the ritual that I experienced, so now she wants me to fill that up with things that make me smile, things that make me happy. And so she wants me to carry at least 7 things in symbolism and representation in a little bag, to remind me to carry around tools of things that make me happy, that fill my cup, that just resonate with me. And she says that that once we get deeper into therapy, into these sessions, and we get into the rituals and stuff, that that's gonna come in really handy. And so she gave me also a breathing exercise for panic attacks, and a motto, which I'll keep that to myself. I'm doing a vision board, so I'm going to include it in my vision board. But I think, I feel, and I know I picked the right person. I was able to tell her pretty much right off the bat. She made me feel comfortable enough to say that I'm an intuitive person, that I'm highly intuitive and I'm strongly intuitive. And not only did I get to say that, but she validated that on my end, talking about how you can build your intuition, you can become more intuitive, which is entirely possible for anybody to become more intuitive. People like me, just that have like this amazing intuition, this very strong intuition. She mentioned that me having to be in survival mode as a child, to keep myself safe, developed my naturally intuitive self, developed it. So that's why it's as strong as it is today. So you know how wonderful that is to hear from a therapist, that just acknowledges the spiritual aspect of who we are. So I'm curious about her. I want to know more. I want to talk to her more about stuff. She let me know that she asked me if I needed more information on Montana. Did I need to know more? And I couldn't decide if I wanted to or not, because that doesn't resonate with me. But at the same time, do I need more information? Do I need to understand it more? And she's told me, you don't need to know. You know everything you need to know. You know he was toxic. You know that his behavior was inappropriate. You know that the way that he went about the relationship and the things that he did to you were abusive, were toxic. You need to let that go. We don't need to, unless you want to, we don't need to explore him anymore. She said instead, she wanted me to focus on me and my happiness, my self-healing, my self-love. And research more for me, and not bother researching to understand him anymore. So he's the past. It's gone. I removed those cords from me. I did the cleansing ritual. And so, yeah, I really like her. I'm excited. I'm excited about this prospect of working with her. And I'm so thankful for BetterHelp.com that brought me this therapist to my doorstep. I don't even know if she's in my same state, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You pick from thousands of therapists the one that speaks to you, and you can looks like you can put keywords and stuff of therapy, and the kind of therapy you might be looking for, or the kind of issues that you want the therapist to specialize in to help you work through things. So first session, I'm raving about it, because a therapist like this is exactly the kind of person that I needed in my life. And like I said, I've been going to therapy for years in person, and then through COVID, through over the phone. And my therapist that I have in person is a great, loving, kind, validating therapist. But I needed more. I needed more from my therapist, and I've known this for a while. And this therapist just is filling my cup in that therapy department. So I'm very excited, and I highly recommend it for anybody. Therapy, counseling these days is part of your self-help, is part of your self-love, and you need to go out there and talk about these things, these blocks in our energy that hold us back, that keep us in these same repetitive cycles, so we can move past them and develop healthy habits, develop healthy relationships. And one thing that I noticed is, no matter how old you are, if you don't work on yourself, if you don't work on your issues, if you don't acknowledge your hurt and your pain, you just keep repeating the cycles over and over again, and they are there even if you're 80. So work on self. It is important. I'm so happy right now. I'm so touched. I cried, and it was a good cry. I feel like I'm finally in the presence of somebody that can really help me with my childhood abandonment issues and abuse and traumas, and I feel like I found the right person for all of this, and match my spirituality, or I'm sure she's way beyond what I know, but understand me spiritually, and I feel like as an indigo child I'm seen, and so that is so important, and understood, and that's so important. So BetterHelp.com is one of the places that I've seen online, the place that I'm using, and I highly recommend it. I'll put my link down there, so if anyone happens to sign up for it, they also give me credit for it, and then that's awesome. We help each other. I'm so excited. I really am.